Yo, yo, what up? How you been? Team K here, back for part 15 of my hip-hop vinyl collection. Gonna carry on with the letter K, going into the letter L. So, the first record for today is a very interesting album for all the Doom fans. Because this group called KMD, also known as Causing Much Damage, you know, KMD is an acronym, stands for Causing Much Damage. It's an album that is very early MF Doom. You know what I'm saying? That's when MF Doom went by the name of Zevlov X. By the way, this is MF Doom right here. And yeah, this album right here, man, is unlike anything MF Doom has released, because this is an album from the early 90s. You know what I'm saying? They actually got their start actually in the late 80s. So I think it must have been like 89 when they were featured on Third Base's Gasface single. And few years later, you know, they released this album right here, man, Mr. Hood. Him and his brother Subrock. And KMD's Mr. Hood. Yeah, it doesn't sound anything like the MF Doom material that we got to hear like many years later, man. This was an album that is kind of like in the same vein as the Native Tongues a little bit, like Brand Nubian in a way. You know, it's very bright sounding. It's a pretty fun album to listen to, you know what I'm saying, with fun instrumentation, lots of jazzy samples on it. You know, it's not the comic book Doom that we got to know and love. You know what I'm saying? That's when MF Doom was still going by the name of Zevlov X. You know what I'm saying? Like the three-piece name that a lot of MCs had back in the days. And yeah, Mr. Hood by KMD. It's a fun album. Maybe not the best album to listen to if you're a fan of MF Doom, but certainly, you know, an interesting one. You know what I'm saying? And I really like it. It's a nice album, you know. And me being a fan of the Native Tongues and Brand Nubian and their sound, I could definitely rock with this. You know what I'm saying? It's a really cool album. And yeah, this is a Record Store Day edition, as you can see right here, limited to 3,000 copies. This was released shortly after MF Doom's death for Record Store Day. So yeah, get on down. Definitely took the opportunity to put this thing out, man. You know, this thing, I think it's sold out, but I'm not sure. But it's a really cool color pressing right here. It's tricolor, you know. It's a clear purple and orange stripe vinyl. Matching, of course, you know, the writing on the ground here. And really like this. Really like the colorway on this album. And yeah, the record itself, fun. It's really fun stuff, man. Definitely peep it if you haven't. The next record is another one by KMD. And this is my favorite KMD album. This is a pretty controversial album, to say the least, because the cover itself, you know, the title, Black Bastards, you know, it's definitely not the most fun title to have, you know, and not the most fun cover to have. You know, it was so controversial even that the label that they were signed to, you know, they dropped them, you know, because of this record, I believe. And, you know, this album also never came out because Subrock, MF Doom's brother, also got killed in a car accident, I believe. Yeah, very sad, man, what happened there, you know. And I wish that on nobody, you know what I'm saying. The death of a relative, it's very tragic. And yeah, this album also got shelved, never came out, up until, you know, MF Doom put out Operation Doomsday. And then I think it must have been in the year 2000, that's when MF Doom released it on his own imprint, Metal Face Records. And yeah, really like this pressing right here, man. This is a pretty cool pressing, actually. because it comes with a gatefold. Now the thing about this one is it comes with a pop-up, but as you can see, the pop-up, you know, it came loose, you know, but I can you know, glue it back on. It should be no big issue. I will do it somewhere down the line, but I don't have to do it now. But also, what's pretty cool about this, I think this was the first release that came with some special vinyl. So this is a picture disc, you know, really nice looking, cool picture disc. It also came with a 16-page booklet with a nice write-up and all of that stuff, you know, to read through while you're listening to the album. And then the second disc came on a transparent red vinyl. Now I don't know why they decided to go with a picture disc and a red vinyl, you know. Ideally, for me, it would have been if they just released it on straight up clear vinyl across the board, you know what I'm saying? Because for those who are not aware, you know, picture disc records usually tend to sound not as good as just regular pressings, you know what I mean? And yeah, I could definitely tell with the sound quality on this one that the picture disc is not quite as good sounding as the red disc is, but that's just a minor complaint, you know what I'm saying? I still like this release a lot though, and to be honest, man, it's not the best sounding album, you know what I'm saying? It kind of has like a muddy basement sound to it, and you know, and of course, you know, that just adds more to the mystique of the album, you know, and definitely gives a lot of history as to, or more context as to why this album did not come out back when it was supposed to. But yeah, man, I really like this album a lot, man. But damn, yo, this album, man, I posted it up like 10 years ago or something like that, man, in a Facebook group for old school hip hop, you know what I'm saying? And that's how you could tell that it was controversial, because people didn't know MF Doom back then, and they thought I was borderline racist, you know, putting up a picture of this album cover in the Facebook group, and it got me banned from the group. So far for the old school hip hop heads, huh? But whatever. Let's continue with Kool G Rap and DJ Polo's Road to the Riches. In my opinion, one of the best 80s hip hop records ever. You know, to me, Kool G Rap is one of the godfathers of rap. You know what I'm saying? An absolute beast on the mic. You know what I'm saying? Incredible lyricist. You know, he was still kind of like in his infancy a little bit with this album. You know what I'm saying? But he just went on to improve drastically as an MC, man. Like over the years, just kept on, you know, refining his skill as an MC, man. Just becoming, you know, an absolute threat to hip hop, you know what I'm saying? One of the most amazing MCs to ever do it. Love Kool G Rap, man. DJ Polo also great DJ, man. Rest in peace to DJ Polo. And yeah, this album really fucks with it a lot, man. This is some dope late 80s hip hop, cold chillin' material from the Juice Crew. Yeah, really love it. And this is a reissue that was put out by Omerta Inc. And this one was pressed up on a blue and yellow vinyl, which is pretty nice. But I think they had another variant for it, like a splatter vinyl variant. And yeah, Really cool stuff, man. Love this album, and definitely very glad to have it in my collection. Some good stuff, man. Some good late 80s rap music. And of course, since I have Road to the Riches, of course I had to have Wanted Dead or Alive. Another one that I fucking love. It's even better than Road to the Riches. Just a great album from top to bottom. Great stuff right here, man. And this was when, Kool G Rap started going more gangster, man. Really fucking awesome album. Definitely gotta listen to that one also. Wanted Dead or Alive. One of the best albums to come out in the early 90s. Dope as a motherfucker. And of course, being that I have Road to the Riches and Wanted Dead or Alive, of course I had to have Live and Let Die, which took me the longest to get, man. Like, it was extremely hard to come across this album for a long time. It was very hard to come across. I had that on my Discogs want list forever. Eventually, like a month ago or 1.5 months ago, I managed to scoop this up for a good price. I wouldn't say it was great, but it was still a good price. Paid $50 for it for a VG Plus copy. Yeah, really cool to have. Live and Let Die. You know what I mean? It's great to have all the Kool G Rap and DJ Polo studio albums now. And this is my favorite one of the three. This shit is just banging, man, from top to bottom, front to back. Just a phenomenal album produced by Sir Jinx, who also produced Ice Cube's Death Certificate. Really fucking awesome album, man. Just so raw and gangsta as fuck, man. Love that album. And then, of course, I got Kool G Rap 456. Now, this is not a original press or whatever. It's a 90s tapes reissue. Kool G Rap 456, that was his first solo album. And what an album that was, man. This shit is fucking bananas, man. The best Kool G Rap solo album that he has ever put out. I think pretty much everyone will agree with me. This shit is fucking phenomenal. And yeah, every track on here, man, is just blazing, man. Love the production on here. You got an early MF Grimm featured on here, man. You got Nas featured on here, bro. Like, come on, man. This album is a masterpiece, bro. For sure. Love that album to death, man. Okay. The next record. Now, this one is once again a very interesting situation. Just like the KMD album, Mr. Hood. This is an album that did not come out back when it was supposed to, but got released in the late 2000s, and that was The Large Professor's The LP. And Large Professor, if you are not aware of him, he is Nas's mentor. He was Nas's mentor. And yeah, incredible producer, incredible MC, you know what I'm saying? He was down with Main Source, then the group, split up, you know what I mean? Or Large Professor left the group after Breaking Atoms, and then he went on to mentor Nas, and then also pursued his solo career, which, like I said, was about to come to fruition, but then he got dropped by his label. I think it was Geffen Records that dropped him, and so this album did not see the light of the day officially up until he released it himself on his label Paul C Records, which is also like Paul C Productions, which is also a play on Paul C's name, who was Large Professor's mentor, you know, in the late 80s and early 90s. And yeah, man, this album right here, man, incredible, yo. My favorite Large Pro album. Absolutely love this thing to death, man. This is always going to be in heavy rotation over here, man. Just Large Pro on his A game when it comes to his solo material. Just bananas, bro. I love that album to death. And yeah, but this is not the original press from 09. This was a reissue from 2018 on a nice blue vinyl. And yeah, double LP. Really, really awesome album. One of the best slept on 90s records that you can get your hands on. And I most definitely recommend you to get your hands on it if you can. Because this is a banger of an album. You know what I mean? So yeah, Large Pro. The LP. Then we got a few British hip-hop albums. Now this one is this artist right here is one of my favorites from the UK. Incredible producer and MC, and this is Lewis Parker. Lewis Parker, Rise of a B-Boy. Now this is a compilation that actually did not come out in 1996. That was a more recent reissue from like 2 years ago, I think. And yeah, this is a dope compilation, because this basically compiles like all of the material that he released early on in his career before he released Masquerades and Silhouettes, his debut album. And yeah, this shit is just great, man. You know, it has the B-Boy Antiques EP on it. You got the Rise 12-inch, bonus tracks, instrumentals, and all of that stuff, man. The label that released this, called Boom Bap Relics, they did a stellar job with these Lewis Parker reissues, man. They are fucking awesome, and they are definitely for the collectors, man. They follow me on Instagram, bro. Really, really great label, man. They're very active, you know, connecting with their clientele. And this album, also, I love the pressing, man. The pressing, you know, if you don't know, this is a kind of like a similar situation to the what was it, the Rise 12-inch single. You know what I'm saying? It has a similar cover. Open it up, got a nice little inside artwork here. You know what I mean? You got Lewis Parker himself. Then you got an interview, which is really dope. And then, you know, here's the back with the track listing, kept really simple. You know, it reminds me of like some of these old records that came out like way back in the 70s in terms of how it was designed. Then you got a sheet in here with the lyrics. And this one had 3 variants. You know, this was pressed up on black vinyl, on clear vinyl, and a yellow vinyl, but I got the clear one. You know what I'm saying? I missed out on the yellow one, but it's cool. It's cool. And yeah, this is really, really awesome, man. Really, really awesome. Love this thing to death. And I most definitely recommend you guys to peep this if you haven't. Support dope shit, man. Go and listen to it on YouTube. Give Lewis Parker some love. You know what I'm saying? Play his music so he can get some stream revenues and all that stuff, man. He deserves it. He's definitely a legend in my book. And yeah, let's continue on with Lewis Parker's Masquerades and Silhouettes. This is part of the Ancients series. This is the first one that was released in that series. And yeah, this album, 1998 right here, man, is the year on this one. And one of my favorite albums of 1998 might even be in the top 3 somewhere, man, because this shit is fucking phenomenal. At first it was released as an 8-track LP, you know. But this release, it expanded, you know, the release, and you know they added all the tracks that were released during the during this time frame. And what's really cool is that this one also has Casa Forte, which was on the one of the rare promo copies of this album from way back in 1998. They included that one on here, and also there was another one on here that I think it was Eyes of Dreams, I believe. I'm not really sure. Fake Charades, maybe. But yeah, this thing is fucking awesome, man. Really, really awesome. Just like the Rise of a B-Boy compilation. This is another one that is a must-have if you're a fan of Lewis Parker. I really love this thing, man. And yeah, what I got here is the silver vinyl HHV exclusive. And yeah, this one also, yeah, it comes with, let me show you the gatefold first. So we got here the gatefold. Once again, it's an interview in here. Got a little Polaroid or Polaroid-ish card in there, which is dope. And then inside you also got a sheet again with the lyrics. Nice. And then the vinyl itself is a beautiful gray marbled vinyl. It's actually yeah, it's a silver gray vinyl, something like that, man. It's a really dope release, man. You know, as a fan of Lewis Parker, this was definitely a treat to get, and I most definitely recommend this one. If you haven't picked it up yet, I think you can still find it online, but on black vinyl, this particular variant I think is sold out already. Can't find it anymore, I think, but you can still get the black vinyl. But yeah, love it, man, love it. Great fucking release. And of course, since I got that one, I also had to get this one right here, man. Diamond in the Sun's Eye by Lewis Parker. Now this is a very interesting record, man, because for years I've been wondering, why did the Ancient Series #2 never come out, man? He released Masquerades and Silhouettes, which was #1. Then he put out It's All Happening Now 4 years later, back in 2002. But this album right here never saw the light of the day up until a couple of years ago. You know what I mean? And they finally completed the Ancient Series with this release right here, man. And I am really, really stoked to have this one as well. Freaking awesome, bro. I mean, what is there to say? This shit is just great, man. You know, love this album as well, man. I was definitely very happy to listen to it, you know what I'm saying, because for all these years I wondered what this album would sound like. Once again, the same theme like the other releases. Interview in here, picture of Lewis Parker in the desert, track listing on the back, then the inside here you got, once again, a lyric sheet, and the record itself is a bronze vinyl. It's a yeah, kind of like a bronze vinyl with some black specks in there. Really, really cool, man. Definitely, man. You gotta go and check out Boom Bap Relics. You know what I'm saying? Their releases are really, really good, man. High quality shit. I was very impressed with what they did with this album, you know, and I hope they will continue to put out more Lewis Parker releases like this in the future. That would be bananas, bro. I would definitely be there to pick up It's All Happening Now if they ever happen to release it, because I missed that one in my collection. But this shit right here, awesome. Awesome to finally get this album in and listen to it after all these years of it not being released. And then I got another Lewis Parker album right here. This is the Puzzle Episode 2, The Glass Ceiling. Now this one came out much later than these other albums. You know what I'm saying? This one came out in 2015. And this album, really fucking awesome, man. Like this, I would rank probably, as far as the studio albums is concerned, I rank it number 2 after Masquerades and Silhouettes. Double disc album, you know what I'm saying? It's a long album, you know what I mean? But it's a great album from top to bottom, man. Even better than the first one. I still haven't gotten the first Puzzle Episode album on vinyl yet. I had the chance to when it was a little bit cheaper for like, I think at around 3-4 years ago it was going for $40. But I think it's sold out, and it's pretty hard to come by now, but I will get it eventually. But this album, The Glass Ceiling, is definitely one of Lewis Parker's best by far. I love this album to death, man. The production on here is crazy, man. Crazy. I love a lot of the songs on here, man. Like Big Themes for Little Losers is one of my favorite beats on here. Shark, Heart Endeavor, you know, Face of Illusion. Like the whole album is just a great fucking record, man. And despite the fact that there is so much music crammed on here, this thing sounds really great, man. I was thoroughly impressed with the sound quality on this. Great pressing, man. Great album. Love it. Love it. So shout outs to Lewis Parker, man. Definitely a legend in the game. If you ask me, this guy is it's definitely one of the best to do it. Most definitely. And then we got 2 more records by a legendary group from North Carolina. At least the producer from the group is from North Carolina. I don't know about the other ones. Little Brother. Little Brother with Knife Wonder, Big Pooh, and Fonte. This is their 03 album, The Listening. And what an album this is, man. Like, this album, to me, underground masterpiece, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is a classic at this point. 23 years later, I love this album to death. It's a fun album to listen to. It has some of the best Knife Wonder production on it. Some great soulful boom bap production on here, with a lot of that like chipmunk soul sound, you know what I'm saying? But just heavy punchy drums and all that stuff, man. I love this album right here, man. This is just so good. Beautiful album, man. You know what I mean? And of course, Big Pooh and Fonte on the mic, man. They are fucking great, especially Fonte, bro. Fonte is one of the most underrated lyricists for the longest. You know what I'm saying? Never gets talked about, but man, this guy is extremely talented when it comes to his rapping shit, man. Big Pooh as well. Great stuff right here, bro. You know what I mean? And this pressing right here is also really cool. Don't like how they did this, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a double LP release, but the cover is just very tight, you know. And they did like a random color vinyl press for this album. I don't know when it was, like in the mid 2000s or something. And the colors that I have are green marbled and purple marbled. So it's just randomly inserted in here, the records, but I really like the variants that I got here. So yeah, really cool stuff, man. And yeah, really, really dope. And yeah, come on, get it. Yeah, beautiful album, man. The Listening by Little Brother. And of course, since I have this album, I also had to get this next one as well, which is The Minstrel Show, an album that came out 2 years after The Listening, and in my opinion, this is Little Brother's best, you know. Oh man, this is such a great album, man. Another great record. Dope beats by Knife Wonder on it, man. Once again, he's just killing it on the production game. Still to this day, one of the best producers to ever do it. One of the most productive producers to ever be in hip hop. And this album, man, is another one that I absolutely love, with songs like Loving It, Watch Me, Sincerely Yours. Bro, this is just pure fire, man. Awesome album. And I think you can find this album pretty easily nowadays because it has been reissued for its 20th anniversary. Oh, here's a nice little insert booklet. Well, not a booklet, but it's more of an insert, like a fold out, which is pretty dope. I think this one has, yeah, the lyrics on it too, which is dope. And then the pressing that I got here is, it was advertised as a gold vinyl, but it's more of a orange, transparent orange vinyl. But yeah, awesome album, man. I love this thing to death. And one of the best albums to come out in the 2000s. So yeah, so that's it. That's the records for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see us in the next video. I think it will be next week, hopefully, maybe in 2 weeks or something like that, man. It's getting warmer. It's getting warmer out here, man, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna do another video next week, you know what I'm saying, especially since I'll probably go visit my sister, man. So I don't know, man. We'll see, but until then, peace out, have a good one, and